What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to FEEKI Flips, the most dumbed down real estate channel on all of YouTube, because if I can make money doing this, then so can you. You don't have Zoom, bitch. You got a new lens, so no Zoom. Today, we are headed over to an acquisition appointment here in Reno, and then we're gonna go shoot episode 2, middle of rehab episode, for the one that you guys saw last week, right as we bought it, the one that JP was supposed to get the grill for, but he didn't. We're gonna head over there and then we'll see how the project's coming along. It's all ripped apart right now. It's in the middle of stages, and I'll tell you guys about some changes that we had to make in the rehab plan, and we'll run through the numbers again, and we will predict exactly how much profit we're gonna make on this one. And at the same time, we're filming a day in the life episode. So if you haven't seen that one, I'll drop the card right here. Make sure to go check that out. And I didn't want to have JP here with me for 16 hours for the whole day, so I'm doing it on my phone. And you guys can comment down below which setup do you think is better, iPhone 11 with the Rode Video Pro mic, or the Red, I don't even know what it is, but the iPhone's better. Red Komodo. The iPhone's better because you can text on this one, bottom line. So let's go to the appointment, and then let's go check out the house. All right, so we just wrapped up at the appointment. Total fail on my end. Not total fail, but met with the seller. The property was in really good shape. If we were to buy that one, it would just be probably flooring and paint throughout. The kitchen was totally remodeled. Bathrooms were nice. It had additions, but they were actually done legit, which is something that we hardly ever see. Usually when we see additions and sheds and that type of stuff, that we're ready to rip them down as soon as we buy it. You know, for his situation, it does kind of make sense to go off market, but apparently he had an offer that was like $70,000 more than our offer, which kind of makes me think that I missed something in the comps. So I told him that usually our offer is really close to other buyers in town, because we all run our numbers basically the same way. So I told him that I would go back and, you know, take a second look at it and let him know. Super nice guy, great rapport. That's kind of the rundown on that appointment. So now we're headed up north, and we're gonna go check in on this property that's halfway through rehab. All right, guys, so we just pulled up to this house, and we'll just do a quick walkthrough, and I'll kind of explain a little bit about what's going on. Then we'll come back out here and run through numbers on this deal. And if you see me holding my arm out like this, that's because I am shooting the vlog for the day in life episode, so don't mind me. But exterior, really easy on this job. We'll spice up the front yard here a little bit with some landscaping after we're all done, but really they're just taking care of exterior paint, and that's about it. Roof was good on this one, so we'll just paint it. We'll put some good looking numbers on it, and then just that landscape so we can improve the curb appeal, and that's about it. So let's walk. All right, so interior on this one is super light. For the kitchen here, we're saving the tile, saving the cabinets, and then we're just doing the countertops. So you can walk around this way and film real quick. Just kind of freshening it up, making it look a little bit better without spending too much money, since the finishes for this level of property and this area, pretty acceptable. Those cabinets are actually pretty nice, pretty good shape, and just doing the countertops will do a lot for this kitchen. For the flooring throughout in here, we had some really cheap laminate, and we're just gonna run some LVP throughout this whole living area and the hallways back there, and the bathrooms, make it all uniform and look really nice. And then we'll put some carpet in the bedrooms once we get into there. It's gonna be a really quick job. I think they're halfway through and we're only a couple weeks in, so let's keep going through the rest of the house. All right, so for the bathroom in here, you can see that we're gonna do a new vanity, new mirror, new fixtures, and then I guess we're leaving the tile in here. I just said that we're gonna do LVP, but usually where there's tile, if it's in decent shape, we can leave it, and it's not like super dated, super old looking. It's not worth the time and the cost to have someone in here and demo the tile. So we can just get away with leaving that. That's fine. Paint, carpet. We have another bathroom remodel right here. Same thing, leaving the tile, and then we'll do a new tub surround right there. Not moving any plumbing or anything, just kind of updating it and getting it market ready, back on market, looking really clean and nice for our next buyer. We just have that garage conversion, the kind of half garage conversion. And this is where I kicked the ball last time, if you guys remember that. But yeah, so this was the garage, and then they kind of half converted it. So this is just gonna be a living area. And then we still have, watch the spike strips or the tack strips right there. We still have this area here that's like a nice little storage area for the next owner. So this could go either way on if it was like worth it to demo this back into a garage, We're out in a more rural area, Washoe County, and I think a garage is pretty valuable for your average buyer out here. Then again, this is a pretty small house. I think it's only like 1,000 square feet. So this extra little living room is actually kind of nice too, with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And if you have kids and stuff, this can be like a nice playroom. And if you don't really want to park your cars in the garage and you don't have a ton of toys, like you could still fit a dirt bike and definitely a fucking Banshee in there. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get the door up to get the Banshee out, but it's still a decent, like, you know, it's basically a storage shed inside your house. So depending on the buyer, it could be a plus, it could be a negative. But at the same time, when we were making the decision for this, told Wes, you know, I was like, anyone that buys this thing that really wants a garage for this area is probably gonna be handy enough to come in here and demo it and turn it back into a garage. It's not that difficult to take out this wall and then put, you know, replace the garage door. So if they really wanted that, they could do that. And I think this will be a nice amenity for some other buyers. Only other room in the house, just a small bedroom. And again, we're just do paint, carpet in here. That's about all you can do for bedrooms. Change out the fixtures. I think a couple of the doors need to be replaced in here, and then obviously all the hardware. We'll get rid of this and put some brushed nickel on there that looks really nice and modern. And that's really it. Really light refresh, huge difference. Just spending as little as we can for this price point without, you know, literally putting lipstick on it. We're still gonna do quality work and bring a nice product to market, but we don't have to spend a ton to get like a fully remodeled look and a nice clean place for someone to live in. So the guys are just finishing up paint right here and back here too, but backyard looks almost exactly the same except JP's grill's gone, so unfortunately he missed out on that. We have this shed right here, and you know, it's not in great shape, but it's like another thing it's not really worth it to demo it, and it's not really worth it to improve it. It's just here, and you can advertise it as storage, but it's not really a selling point, but I guess for some people it might be if they have more stuff to store. Usually we don't touch the backyards for properties. This one has some gravel over on that side and nothing on this side. We usually only take care of the front yard. Really, if anyone's gonna do landscaping, they wanna do their own thing anyway, so it's not worth it for us to spend extra money back here when we can still get a good look by just taking care of the front yard. All right, whatever, I'll just say that. More authentic.
Right.
We always keep it authentic on this channel. I forgot what the numbers were on this deal, but I think, fuck, I can't remember what we paid for it now.
A lot.
Pay a lot for this place. It was $352.5 is what we paid for this place. $352.5 was our purchase price here. Took care of all the closing costs, so we have a couple extra thousand in there as well. Rehab here is gonna be, I think the scope right now is about $28,000. There was a couple of additional costs that we're gonna go ahead and take care of. We didn't really get a good look at this place before we bought it because it was tenant occupied. And then once Steve, our project manager, started here, he was like, hey, it's gonna be a little bit more, but it's still within, you know, under a $30,000 budget. So that's considered a pretty light rehab for us. And then our exit value should be somewhere in like the 340, 345 range here, unless the market does something crazy. Either way, with those numbers, we should make right around $30,000 in profit on this deal. If you want the real numbers, because I might be pulling those out of my ass, go watch the first episode with this property. And I actually looked at the iPad before I did those numbers. I also went into more detail in that first episode about how we funded this deal. So next time you guys see this one next week, we'll be totally wrapped up, ready for market, and we'll do the nice before and after B-roll here, and you guys can see really how much better this property looks with only $30,000 in rehab. That about wraps it up for this episode. Make sure to smash that like button, help us out with the YouTube algorithm so that this content can get spread to other people that are interested in real estate investing, and make sure to subscribe if you're new here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.